You know, guys, we have been working hard this summer getting ready for our students to come back. I'm so excited for them to come back. I think we need to do something fun, take a break. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I hear there's a new Hall of Fame museum. We could go check that out.
What's Hall of Fame all about?
So the Hall of Fame is a place where they're showing information and pictures about people who have had really big success. They become famous because of their hard work and achievements.
Oh, cool. Hey, we should all get together, maybe the teachers, and go to the museum.
Well, that's a great idea. They've been working hard getting ready for the students to come back as well. You know, I'm going to make an announcement and invite them to come with us.
Great.
Perfect.
What a great place to start! Amelia Earhart, our school's namesake.
It says we can press here to learn more, shall we?
Yeah.
Today we'll be learning more about the life and accomplishments of Amelia Earhart. Born July 24th, 1897 in Atchison, Kansas, Earhart first became interested in air travel after witnessing a flying exhibition by an ace pilot in her late teens. In 1920, she and her father took a trip to an airfield for a 10-minute flight. Following this, she took odd jobs to earn the money to pay for flying lessons, which she finally began on January 3, 1921. By October of 1922, she was already setting records, becoming the first woman to fly to 14,000 feet. Finally, on May 15, 1923, she was issued her pilot's license, making her only the 16th woman to have one. In August of 1928, she became the first woman to fly across North America and back. At the age of 34, she successfully flew solo non-stop across the Atlantic.
Okay, so it says here that in the early 1900s, women didn't have the same opportunities that men had. But Amelia didn't let that stop her. She was actually a leader, and she formed a group called the 99s, which helped future females become pilots. And that group still goes today.
That's amazing. I wonder what helped her be so brave and persevere even though so many people thought she couldn't do it.
It says press here to learn more about Lionel Messi.
Messi began to make an impact domestically.
Ronaldinho leads the charge. Neto, Ronaldinho, stopped by Casillas, blasted in by Messi! That's what Lionel Messi. Messi takes everybody up. Messi! In towards Messi! Barcelona's golden man has scored a golden goal.
I didn't know Messi was born with a disorder that made it hard for him to grow. It says he was only 4'2" when he was 11. I bet that made it really hard to play soccer. I wonder what made him persevere to reach his dreams.
Right?
Look, Albert Einstein. Now, I know he was really smart, but let's learn more about him.
Think about brains and being smart. You probably think of Albert Einstein. We are going to investigate the life of Albert Einstein to see how he became one of the most famous scientists in the history of our world. Albert Einstein was born in Germany in 1879. His parents had no idea their son Albert would change the way we look at the universe. He didn't speak until he was 4 years old, later than most children. Even after he started speaking, he would practice the sentences in his mind to make sure he got them right. But one thing that did come quickly and naturally to him was math. He was a math whiz, a Nobel Peace Prize, one of the most special awards anyone can receive, and he traveled to many countries sharing not only his knowledge of physics and math, but his heart about other subjects too. Albert Einstein was brilliant, using math and physics to help us better understand our universe.
Yeah, look what it says here. Einstein didn't even speak until he was 4 years old. And when he was younger, he struggled in school. He even had a teacher once tell him that he would never amount to anything in life.
That's rude.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't know school was so hard for Einstein. I wonder how he became the smartest scientist ever when school was so hard for him when he was younger.
Good question.
Let's find out what Sonia Sotomayor did to get in the Hall of Fame. Did you know she was the first Latina to serve on the Supreme Court?
Wow, didn't know that.
Hello, boys and girls. I am Sonia Sotomayor. What were my favorite things to do as a kid? I loved reading. Through reading, when I got a book in my hands, I could travel the universe. Reading let me visit places and imagine things that I could never ever do on my own. You can't dream about what you don't know. The most direct influence on my dreaming big was my mother. My mom taught me two things: go to school, work hard. That was something my mother said almost every day of my life, because she believed if I went to school, I could reach my dreams. She was right. I'm a justice of the Supreme Court, the highest court of the land. We make the most important legal decisions in the country.
It says here that she didn't even speak very much English until after the age of 9, and she struggled in school till she was about 11. That's the whole time she was in elementary school. I wonder how she worked so hard to persevere and achieve her high goals with so many obstacles in her way.
Yeah, good question.
Hey! That was so much fun. We had a couple of questions though we wish we could have answered.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah. Do you guys know that books are a great way to find answers to our questions? Maybe we could go to the library and talk to Mrs. Roberts and see if she can help us.
That's a good idea.
Hey!
Hi! Hi! So we went to the Hall of Fame Museum.
You did?
Yeah, and we learned about Amelia Earhart, but we actually want to know how she persevered and was able to become a pilot when so many people thought she couldn't.
Well, let's ask her.
That'd be awesome, but not possible.
No, really. I have a magic book. Let me show you. Okay. Here it is, Becoming Great, Hall of Fame.
So that looks like a really cool book, but how is it magic?
Well, use your imagination as we turn the page.
Did you see that? That picture of Amelia just started moving and blinking.
Well, ask her a question.
Okay, Amelia, how did you become a pilot when so many people thought you weren't going to be able to do it?
The first time I got in an airplane, as soon as we got off the ground, I knew I had to fly. I live by this motto: never do things others can do and will do. If there are things others cannot do or will not do, decide whether or not the goal is worth the risk involved. If it is, stop worrying and do it.
Wow, those were some powerful words. I love how she just stopped worrying and got to work. She's a good example of someone who persevered.
Yeah, she is.
Yes.
Mrs. Roberts, we heard that you had a magic book. Can it help us learn more about Messi?
You bet. Do you have a good imagination?
Of course! We're gonna try it.
Hey, Messi, how come you didn't give up when you were the shortest in your school and things got hard?
You can overcome anything if and only if you love something enough. I am successful because I made sacrifices for success.
Wow, he really worked hard for his goal. Get it? Soccer? It seems like nothing was going to stop him.
Yeah.
Great! You guys next? Come on in.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
You know, Albert, I heard you're struggling in school. How come you're able to keep working so hard?
I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious.
The most important thing is to not stop questioning. Imagination is more important than knowledge.
Interesting. His curiosity to imagine and learn new things helped him to discover some of the most amazing truths of any scientist.
How did you do so well in school when you faced so many challenges?
Nunca me he enfocado en las cosas negativas, siempre me enfoco en lo positivo, porque siempre persevero aún mis desafíos. Nada me puede limitar en cumplir con mis metas.
Perseverance seems to be something that a lot of the people in the Hall of Fame have.
Students, these Hall of Famers, when they were little, they remind me of you. They each had their own challenges and obstacles like all of us do, but they set goals and they persevered and they achieved their dreams. Each of you can be in the Hall of Fame someday. If you set goals, work hard, the world's gonna know your name.